I'll tell you where the bullwinds dwell. At the Oregon Country Fair, there hangs a bell. It's gonna ring tonight, today. Ring like fire. Going away. I want you to go away.
Great stuff. And you got some good vibrant energy. You know it's dead when you guys get on stage. It really is. I'm going like,
yeah. It's good to see you always. Peachy peachy bum bum, peachy bum bum, peachy peachy bum bum, peachy peachy bum bum, peachy 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 bum bum, peachy 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 bum bum. Cada vez que lo veo pasar. Y empieza a palpitar, pichi pichi bam bam, y se emociona, ya no razona, no lo puedo controlar, pichi pichi bam bam, y se emociona, ya no razona. bum. Peachy, 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 peachy bum bum. Bum bum. Peachy, 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 peachy bum bum. Peachy, 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 peachy bum bum. Hey, yeah. Ding, ding, ding. Hey, 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 yeah. Let's go. Let's dance. Peachy, peachy, bum bum, peachy, peachy, bum bum, peachy, 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 bum bum, peachy, 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 bum bum. Very nice. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sweet angels. Thank you, darling.
Let me get the camera organized here. Bring your face in so like as if you're working the camera. But I want it so you're looking up at me a little. I gotta see your eyes. Yeah, we're good. That's it. Oh, beautiful. Get it.
Nice leg.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Dang it, I knew I ran into you. We have to get to shade. Goes good with the yellow. Oh, you got a toothpick in there. Did you forget to take it?
What do you think?
We'll see.
You want to bet some money on one or the other?
You know, you're a lot more fun than I thought you were. I think you left it.
I didn't.
Okay, that's all right.
They wouldn't let me keep my glasses on either.
Oh, okay. They wanted
to identify me.
Yeah, well, this is backed by the FBI, so.
That was cool stuff. This is hot stuff. That's neat. So pleasing.
When I hopped on, I thought you were the geezer pleaser. So the geezer pleaser is a part that calls all of us who don't want to walk that far. So we can't move. And so I was like, I'm a geezer pleaser when I hopped on.
Well, they look alike.
Oh, that's narrow.
Yeah. That's okay. You're not. Some people don't know how to drive. You got think I can make it?
Yes. Wow. You saved. You got a little tour. All the way up here.
I'm done, sir.
Where were you headed?
Yeah, where were you then?
Right there. Video camp.
Oh,
And where are you? She's going further. Okay. Okay, Roy. Go, go.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Roy, take care. Happy trail.
Today at the Oregon Country Fair, it's Sunday!
Shout outs for OCF. Give a big shout out. All right, we're here at Oregon Country Fair 2026. If you weren't there, you might have been square. Love you.
Love you. Just another day.
Hello, my name is Alan Roberts, I'm sitting in front of the Community Village Arts booth. Arts have always been a central part of the community village. And people come here and learn, experience art themselves. There's never a charge for any of our demonstrations.
Do you live up there, up at the top?
That's where the booth coordinator lives.
Ah.
Kristen, are you up there? At the moment, she's probably getting coffee.
There's a God's eye right there. Thank you.
One of Eugene's celebrities used to be found. Frog the joke book salesman.
That's
right.
right.
Frog. And that's why we got Frog there.
Yeah, he did pass. He was a regular at the Saturday market.
Oh boy. Yeah, him and his screaming rubber chicken. Now you've heard the story, I'm sure, about how Frog got in trouble with the law for selling joke books without a license.
I heard about that. Why did he get in trouble? I mean, after all, it's just $1 book.
It was just some cop who had it in his mind saying you need to have a license. So Frog went down to the city building and found out you could only get licenses for food, drink, balloons, and flowers. So there was no way he could get a license to sell books. It did not exist. And the cop just kept pursuing him. And my better half, Rebecca Davis, fresh out of law school, said, "This is unconstitutional. You cannot do that." You know, in the Oregon Constitution specifically, it covers commercial speech. That if it is legal to go from door to door selling encyclopedias, you cannot make it illegal going door to door selling pots and pans. There was a case on point. She said, "This is rubbish. You know, we'll just tear them apart." And she and Frog took us all the way up to the Oregon Supreme Court. The Oregon Supreme Court contacted us and said, you know, every year we have one court at a high school to get kids involved. So this is what the Supreme Court does. And we're going to have a session in your high school for you to watch. And they said, most of the cases we've got are either pretty grim or, you know, very complicated on, you know, business things and, you know, where the kids are going to be scratching their heads going. This would be great because this is, you know, the concepts are just clear black and white what the issue is and who is injured and such. And so we drove all the way up to Portland to the high school it was going to happen. And Frog said, "I'm bringing my joke books." I said, "No, we're going onto school property. Probably wouldn't be a good idea. But tell you what, you can leave your school books or your joke books in the back of the car." So that's fair enough. So we went to this, and afterwards he was mobbed. All the kids were saying, "Joke books? Are you kidding? Do you have any joke books? Can we buy some joke books?" And I said, "We have to go out to the car because, you know, we don't want to do this on school grounds." It was like a mama duck with ducklings falling behind me right now. So every year he would have a session right there on the stage.
Right.
Frog's jokes for kids, and so we tried to keep it family friendly. He would call kids up and help the kids. A lot of them were terribly stage shy. How to get over stage fright and how to tell jokes, you know, where to make the pauses and stuff like that. And so there's a lot of people in the village say, "Oh yeah, I remember when I was a kid, I did Frog's jokes for kids on the stage." So he is well loved and well remembered. You know, some of the things he did were pretty wild, but yeah, he was definitely Eugene's very own character. And around the corner you will find a little quiet nook that we are calling Frog's Pond. And it even has, what do they call them, the barcodes, the square ones that if you take a photograph of
QR.
Yeah, QR code. And if you take a photograph of it, it will take you to a recording of Frog telling jokes.
Oh, that's great.
So do you know if there's any more bags?
Thanks a lot.
So don't miss out on it. Just as quiet, you know, easy to walk by and not even notice. So, but come back, you know, after 12 o'clock and talk to Rowan because she's a lot more entertaining than I am. She'll tell you all you want to know.
See you later.
I don't know if you remember Joe. He was
So this is main stage.
Oh no. Don't spill that.
What are these eggs served with?
Breakfast burritos.
Oh, breakfast burritos.
Yep.
Do you guys have chips?
And what?
Chips?
No.
No. Yeah.
That's all it would take to make a nacho.
Well, yeah, so we can do that later in the for dinner, lunchtime. Yeah.
Chips?
Yeah, well, we have corn tortillas, so yeah, I stuff them and fry it.
Yeah. Oh, you have a deep fry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, making tacos and all that.
So I'm looking for the best nacho in the fair.
Yeah, we don't do that, but I mean, I know how to make a good nacho.
Well, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be back.
Sounds good.
Nacho John, right? Nacho John? Are you not? Is your name John?
No, Robert.
Robert. Nacho Robert. Okay.
Go with nacho.
Big long, kind of a 4-minute video with all these celebrities eating corn dogs.
There's one celebrity.
Yeah,
Is that John Lennon?
it is.
No way. Wow, Elvis.
We all love our corn dogs.
You didn't. It's
Sorry.
back. That's okay. I got it. plate for two? Have you got your seats covered? Have you got, not yet. You're going to have to find seats out there?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully. Wonder how that works.
President, I still got to own the outcomes.
Anytime you say something, it becomes an A.
This is our monster right here.
Yeah, well,
Wash dishes. We got a whole team around, sir. See?
Take care, you guys.
Yeah, happy fair.
Happy fair.
I'm gonna take one poll.
This is where the cookies come from.
Yeah.
You're the one that sets up the trays and
Yeah.
yeah. What's your name?
My name's
No, I do not.
Oh, you're gonna have to pick up on it. Listen to Janet's job. Use that. These are all the dishes from the dining room, right? Nothing like a good dishwashing machine. Sorry. Just wanted to get some video images. Thank you, Lori. Permission. Yes, I would. What is that called? Coleslaw.
Yeah.
Yes. Nice. Did you make that?
The kitchen did.
Oh, they did. That's a no. Hello. What's it like?
My name is Bishop. I've been going here for the past 20-ish years, only missed 2. One being COVID and another one because I was off working at a summer camp, being underpaid, underfunded, and God, abused.
Did you have fun?
No, not that summer camp, no. This year, oh yeah, I'm having a blast. Let's see, have been working this booth for the past 5 years. This is the BIPOC Oasis. I got 2 spiels, and I'll give you guys both of them. One's a lot more political than others, but some people, that's the only way it works. This place is the BIPOC Oasis. It is the sanctuary for Black Indigenous people of color. We keep it as an open space for anyone that identifies as Black, Indigenous, or people of color that just needs a safe space to be at in festivals. Now, a lot of you guys might ask, why do we need safe spaces at festivals for Black, Indigenous, people of color? If you come here to the Oregon Country Fair, the majority of the people here, it's going to be, last year we had around 84% of the population that showed up just with guest passes were white people. So we needed to find a place that felt safe for Black, Indigenous people of color. Also, it's fairs and festivals and stuff like that haven't really been open to everyone. A lot of them are small groups that just show up, make a festival happen. And usually it's just all their friends, all their family that shows up, and that's it. Oregon Country Fair started off as like a huge hippie, like Renaissance festival that they're like, hey, I'm at a random spot at the fair, ready to do it. A lot of the vendors here do Eugene Saturday Market as well, which makes it really nice. That's how I know a lot of the vendors, because I work for Saturday Market as a security guard. I'm not here for that brand. I'm here for just doing this. My official position here is I'm one of the management team. So I make sure that all of our crew members show up, they all have a good time, they all get water, they all get fed, they all get their food vouchers. Now, let's get to the second part of that definition of why this place exists. This is the ones for people who are like, oh, that's bias, it's racial, that's da-da-da-da. Think of this idea of this location. It is just an embassy. Like, we have Rainbow Connection. It's for the LGBTQ folks that, hey, we need a safe space, too many people, I need a place to cool down. That's what the Rainbow Connections is. That's over here in Savannah. We got the Void, which is for teenagers. Teenagers, as long as you're 13 to 19, you can show up. As long as you have teen in the age, you're good. Heck, there was a guy that was in that was like 112 of a few years ago, and they're allowed because that's how the rules are set up. He's a teenager at heart. I don't know what you... So, that is... We have those bias places that have the bias on choosing who can come in, who cannot come in. We also have, but we see this place more as an embassy, as a way of phrasing it, for Black, Indigenous people of color to just walk in, hang out, be themselves. We got board games, we got drinks, we got a bunch of health stuff that too. We also work really well with Little Bird a lot too. If we have someone who's like just overdoing it, we got too much anxiety, and they're like, hey, we got a lot of people, we'll have some of those folks can come over here. So, they'll just come in, hang out for a little bit, call it there. We have some people, a lot of our crew is based with security, doing security outside of fair, as well as some medical. We got yoga instructors that are working on our crew, we got crisis management, we got death doulas. We even have like a few DJs on our crew that does it. So our crew is diverse and like public relations more than most crews are. We got some crews that just do waste management and other things like that. That's what this place is. Next question.
Next question is, how do they find you? How do they know about you?
So our booth has... So you have all your sanctuary spaces in the Peach Pit, which is published by Eugene Weekly every year. On the map, it will just be labeled as the Oasis. That is how you find us. We're right next to Red Rock Rest Stop, and we're here positioned in Savannah in a really shady location. Not shady as in sketchy, but shady as in literal shade. So we're cool throughout most of the day, like middle of the day or high noon. That's like gotta be the hottest time, but we keep the place completely shaded in. Some sun leaks in, but hey, that's what happens. Yeah, usually it's a lot of word of mouth, a lot of word of mouth, a lot of just people knowing people, being like, hey, you need a place to cool down, you need a place to hang out, just show up to the Oasis. So we're awesome. We let everyone show up. You can be here, you can be yourself for your freedom of expression.
A lot of diversity here, and you know, people aren't scared to be who they want to be and who, you know, they are. Versus, you know, and day to day they have to fit into the normal society without having to worry about, you know, the repercussions of what someone thinks or what someone's going to say behind their back. Versus being here, they could just be themselves and then go and then yeah, they're honest of who they are, and that attracts the same type of people that they can make friends and maybe have a lasting bond throughout the ages. Versus doing it when you go to work every day, you just around people you're forced to be around, right. Not people that you can definitely necessarily relate to in any kind of way.
Right.
Happy birthday, Josh. He turned 05 years old today. Can you believe it?
Hello, my name is Jack. I am currently at the Oregon Country Fair. I'm from Portland, and it has been 4 years since I was last interviewed. In those 4 years, I've been working on form, anatomy, color, and composition. And I think I've done some pretty cool stuff. Now, one of my biggest loves in life is dragons. I absolutely love dragons. I grew up with like seeing these beautiful twisty twirly dragons and their art and the art that came with it, and I grew up in reading fantasy novels and absolutely loving fantasy movies and Dungeons and Dragons, and it really inspired me to pursue art like that of my own. Two of my biggest inspirations are Louis Wayne, who was a very big cat enthusiast, and Nico Marlett, who did a lot of concept art for DreamWorks, specifically for How to Train Your Dragon, which is my favorite movie of all time. Now, the biggest thing that I see a lot of people struggling with when it comes to dragons is where to start, because dragons don't exist. So it's kind of hard to reference off of them and understand their anatomy while also making them look real, or at least making them look believable. The biggest thing is to make sure you have the right amount of curves in their body. So usually for the neck, there is one curve, and that's from the head to the body, and a second curve, which is for the stomach and the chest, and the tail is a third or fourth curve, depending on how long it is. So it's almost like an S, or two S's connected to each other. Color is another thing that I struggled with for a pretty long time, but I found that an easy way to color in general, not just with dragons, but also with dragons, is to focus on similar colors and also learn color theory. Biggest thing, learn color theory. But to focus on similar looking colors. For example, if I wanted to draw a red dragon, I would shade it with purple and highlight it with orange and yellow, because those are all close to each other on the color wheel. Now, I'm from the Blindspook, which has a very rich history and absolutely amazing, wonderful food, including our delicious cheese blintzes. I've been here at the fair my entire life. So has my mom, and I'm the third out of 5 generations of fairgoers in our booth. It's really amazing, and honestly, I'm really happy that I was able to grow up here in an amazing place like this with so many amazing people. And the fair is also one of my biggest inspirations for my art because of how much art you see at the fair.
Oh yeah, you guys just. I'll be right there. Hey, we'll see you there. All right, Malachi. Personal rain shower. I don't want you to wilt out there. You guys need a little spray before you go out in the heat? Yes? Okay. Want to get wet? You all a yes? Who's yes for a little rain shower?
You want some?
Yeah, step right up.
Oh, you want to get in?
Okay, we're all a yes?
Yeah.
Oh! You need a little more? Okay, you guys ready? Now we're gonna let other kids go. Okay, Ilyan and Ime, it's your turn. Okay, I want you guys to wilt down there. Moonbeam wagon. Need a personal rain shower? Yeah. Just to cool down before you go out in the heat? Okay. Yeah, step right up. Okay, we're gonna do a little shower. Anybody else into this? Okay.
Makes you realize there's more to be had. If you get to 3, you begin to see to complete the ride. You've got to do it 4 or 5 times. 4 or 5 times. I said 4 or 5 times. 4 or 5 times. It's a delight doing things right. 4 or 5 times. Now maybe I'll cry, and maybe I'll sigh, and even if I die, I've got to get it 4 or 5 times. Somebody do something. 5 times. Now it's a delight doing things right. 4 or 5 times. 4 or 5 times. Maybe I'll sigh, and maybe I'll cry, but even if I die, well, I've got to do it 4 or 5 times. I gotta tell them one more time. 1 is nice, and 2 ain't bad. sad. If you make the grade, come to realize there's more to be had. Or when you get to 3, you begin to see. To complete the rhyme, you got to do it 4 or 5 times. Come on, 4 or 5 times. Just because you're pretty and you think you're awful wise, you tell me that you love me and you roll those big brown eyes. When I saw you last week, your eyes were turning black. I'll go find a guy who'll be good, ask him to take you back. Don't roll those bloodshot eyes at me. I can tell you've been out on the street. It's plain that you're lying when you say that you've been crying. So don't roll your bloodshot eyes at me. Well, I used to spend my money to make you look real sweet. I wanted to be proud of you, baby, and we walked down the street. Now don't ask me to dress you up in satin or in silk, 'cause your eyes look like 2 cherries in a glass of butter milk. Don't roll those bloodshot eyes at me. I can tell you've been out on the spree. Well, it's plain that you're lying when you say that you've been crying. So don't roll those bloodshot eyes at me. You make a real good clown. Your eyes look like a roadmap, and I'm scared to smell your breath. You'd better shut your peepers, girl, before you bleed to death. Don't say that you've been crying. I won't roll those bloodshot eyes at me. We're going to do one more song for you. Give it up for this awesome band. We're going to do a song many years ago. And it was thanks to this song that we got toured with Bonnie Raitt. Bonnie Raitt covered this song of ours, and we went on tour with her, and she recorded it, we recorded it, and now we're going to do it.
Hell yeah.
Did you see the family
I have this if you want
Tell me when.
Okay. You're wrong.
Now? All right. This is a basic drop spindle. My husband and I make them out of these ones were made out of Home Depot reject wood. It's responsible to recycle. So
yes.
This is the whorl. This is the spindle itself. All right. I always put a hook on spindles, whether I make them myself or I get them from somebody else. If someone gives me a spindle and said, "Here, this is a gift," I'm like, "Great, where's my? I'm going to put a hook on it." All right, this is your leader string. It's a basic lariat knot around the bottom of the drop spindle. Comes over like this. You do it 3 or 4 or so times. Secure it in the hook for what I think are obvious reasons. See how nice and stable that is, and it's straight up and down. It's vertical like it's supposed to be. All right. Some people like to just put a half hitch on the shaft, and they start spinning, and they're spinning away beautifully, and then that half hitch slips off and ties a knot. The drop spindle drops, it goes rolling away, and it rolls all their work, and then they're like, "Oh, this is terrible. I don't want to do this anymore." Oh. So, hook. I put a loop, a starter loop on the top of my leader string. And the reason why will become apparent in a minute. This is a hand-carded rolag. I do all my fleece. I wash my fleeces. I card my fleeces. I do everything from shearing the sheep to the finished product. I don't have any sheep. Where I live, they'd be bear snacks. So, no, none of that. Me too. Anyway, rolags are beautiful to spin from. Really beautiful. But there's a problem. On rolags, there's a right end and a wrong end. The right end will draw beautifully for you every time, but you don't know which one it is, so you get the wrong end sometimes, and you're like, "What's the matter with this thing? It's just not drawing right. Oh, I'm discouraged. I don't want to do this anymore." I get around that by pulling them in half. You always have a right end when you pull them in half, and enough to hold in your hand without it being too much and getting tangled up in things. So, I'm going to engage this hook. At that point, this is yours. And we're just going to wait for the spindle. Leader loop. Reason for that. It's just a more secure way, I think, of starting this out. A few strands through. Let them double up. Sheep's wool, like human hair, like dog hair, cat hair, any red-blooded, warm-blooded animal on this earth, the tendency for it to grow is to grow out and turn to the right, clockwise. Okay, plants go the other way. They're backwards. Human hair comes out and it turns to the right. Sheep's wool comes out, it turns to the right, no matter what. It may not have any curl in it whatsoever, and there are sheep that do not have any curls. Just like there are people that don't have any curls. So I tell my beginning spinners always, you're learning, go with the flow, spin it clockwise. So we're going to start, and it's like this, and you notice the twist has already traveled up into that join. It's a matter of pull, slide, slide, pull, slide, pull, slide, pull. Put your finger over, get your move. If you're like me right at this moment, you've got issues with bumping into legs and wheel. Get your momentum going again. Pull, slide, pull, slide, pull, slide, pull, slide, pull, slide. And you see how light I'm holding it? Pull, slide, pull, slide, pull, slide. Oh, we're down to the bottom already. Never pull the cloud. This is the cloud. Never pull the cloud. You'll end up with knots and all kinds of things and unhappiness, and you won't want to do it anymore, and we don't want that. Okay, we've gotten to the bottom. We're going to check the twist. That looks pretty good, but I think I'd like to put a few more twists in it, so it's just like this. Put a few more twists in it.
check it again. And the reason why you do that is because you want it to be cohesive, but you don't want it to be so tight it makes knots or so loose that it drifts apart. All right, so you disengage it from the hook. You roll it back this way, like that, and you start rolling it on. Just like that. You want to make sure that you give yourself room to work. So you don't want to take it all the way up to the hook, because then you're going to, how in the heck am I going to pull this out? You don't do that. You give yourself room to work, and especially room to learn. So several hook wraps around. Engage that hook again to make sure that you've got, it's nice and stable. It's going to hang vertically for you. Start again. Pull, slide, pull, slide, pull. And you see how lightly I'm holding it? You don't grip it down hard ever. You don't even have to pinch it here if you don't want to, but you don't want to let the twist overrun your thumb and forefinger and go into the cloud, or you're going to have unhappiness. All right, I'm going to give it a few more licks just to see how we're doing. That looks really good.
Can I see it again?
That's a nice twist there, and it runs back into the other thread when we take the twist out of it. So we'll just roll it again, just like that. I had one of my students from yesterday come back today, and he showed his full spindle. He spun everything I gave him.
Wow.
He was a natural, and I was so proud of him I could have cried. Okay, we're gonna wrap it around more times like that. Engage that hook. Gonna go like that. Pull, slide, 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 pull. You get so good at this, so adept, that you can walk and do this. I'm not kidding.
That's good.
All right, we're gonna check the twist. I like to see just a little more twist, so I just go like this. That looks good. Disengage the hook, roll back, and roll your thread on. That's all there is to it. At this point, it's just a matter of practice and repetition.
Oh, that was amazing. Thank you.
And I think you're going to be just fine. And I'm going to give this to you to walk away and go do it in private, so that you don't feel all nervous and self-conscious in front of me today, but you can come back and ask me questions.
Thank you so much. Can you tell me your name?
Rowan.
Rowan. Mary.
Rowan Spirit Walker.
Such a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Brightest blessings, and I hope you really enjoy.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Good.
Thank you.
That's what I like.
Happy fair.
Happy fair. Hi, I'm Rowan Spirit Walker. I do a lot of things. As you can see, I do a lot of textile stuff. I do hand spinning. I teach all of this stuff. I do recycling. I do everything from recycling old candles into sandcast candles, using recycled wood for other things. I do homemade soap. But my primary thing is teaching people about the beauty of creating textile art. Thank you.